So we need to go ahead and upgrade a ton of my robots on my island. Currently right now we have a ton down. We have 4 interstellar for grinder and same with farming, but we are capped out at about 10, I believe, right now. Yeah, we're currently at 10 in our island upgrade, and soon we can get the upgrade for 13 at some point. We're just waiting for tomorrow, sometime within the video though. And we actually did upgrade off camera a ton of slips into the wither skeleton spawner. It's our best spawner right now for AFKing, and we make a ton of enchanted wither rows, but we have a 1570 level wither skeleton spawner, so we get a ton of spawns whenever we're trying to get the grinders to kill a ton of mobs. But what I want to do is try and get a lot of charms inside of these robots. Essentially, charms give a good amount of upgrades. It basically is very useful to be using them. I'll give an example of a few. So we got the atomic energizer charm, which basically boosts the speed of a percent of how faster the robot will run. And then of course we have over here a storage charm, so you get more percentage of how many items you can store. And then there is haul, which basically moves items faster when you're trying to put them into a collection box unit. And there's also the renewer charm, which is good. You might as well put it in because you get extra mobs potentially because it replenishes them, and it works for ores, mobs, and of course crops. Right now we're trying to get a ton of rare haul, which I do have a decent amount it seems here. So we're gonna go ahead and organize these. All right, we have 4 of them. All right, so we have around 5 rare and 1 common, which is not too bad if I'm gonna be honest. So I'm gonna go through all the robots. Essentially the interstellar do not need a haul upgrade because we actually got a upgrade called logistics, which of course moves items quicker. And if we were to put it on a netherite robot in the future, if we combined it into an interstellar, we'd actually lose the shards we invested. So we're using the charms as a replacement. So if we go ahead and go here, we can only transfer 8 items. So if we put this in, we have 24. And of course this thing is filling up, which is not good. We want it all to go into the collection box unit. That is the plan. Also, if you are excited for more Minecraft Skyblock here on MCHub, make sure to leave a like. I'd appreciate it a lot. It helps get the video out in the YouTube algorithm. But we're gonna go to each one of these. We're gonna put in a rare, and we're gonna make sure they all have the ultra, atomic energizer charm, and the renewer charm. So I gotta double check all these. And then interstellar are just gonna not have the haul, which is fine. Yeah, okay, so we have all of them with the rare haul charms, which is good. The thing is for the farmers though right now is we're putting ultra in the netherite, and then we're putting legendary in the interstellar, but each one has at least legendary haul and legendary storage. But right now in this one, we do need to get a legendary haul at some point, so maybe down the road I'll get that maxed out. For now, we're just gonna put the common in there because we might as well. It wouldn't hurt to put it in because the items in here are filling up slightly, and we want it to say 0%, so that would help decrease the amount in here, which it is definitely helping, I can already tell. Yeah, it's already gone down 300 nether warts, so that definitely helps just having a common. And the thing is, tomorrow there is going to be the daily rotation for nether wart, so we're going to be doing a big sell with all our enchanted nether warts because apparently it applies to enchanted variations, which is good. So we're going to be using that to our advantage and selling tomorrow. The thing is, if we look in Island Vault, we can actually get the upgrade for more robots. You need 80 billion credits and 120,000 shards, which we do have enough for that. It's just a matter of, are we gonna do it when we haven't sold yet? I don't think it's worth doing that until we do a big sell. I'm not gonna be the one selling probably. It might be dividing that's gonna be selling all this loot. I'm not 100% certain on what's gonna happen there, but we'll have a ton of money in our vault or credits very, very soon in our vault. And we finally got the slaying the crops away hoe from the quest shop. So now we have every single tool here, and we've been slowly upgrading them over time, which is very, very good. The thing is, with this setup, you can just go ahead and fly across, and it's gonna break a ton of nether wart. The only downside is it doesn't replant every single one, so you kind of have to keep like a stack or so of nether wart on you at all times to make sure you're getting all of it replaced if it doesn't work properly. Also, we've started killing the wardens now. We have a warden spawner with 250 levels in it. We used a slip on that, of course, to get it up to that point. So now we're trying to get the zoglins. Apparently they are the final mob in the game, so we're gonna try and get that at some point. I don't know if it'll be in this video, we'll see. But I think what I'm gonna do is start going ahead and mining to get a ton of XP with prospecting, so I will give an update here in a moment. So it has been around a day and a half since I recorded the last clip, and I have some big improvements to go over. So in our island upgrades, we now have the level 4, even though it says max level, we're not actually at it. But basically, we are at tier 4, which means we have 13 of each robot down for grinder and farmer. And each of these in the grinder section, if they're netherite, we have them on legendary hull, so they can transfer enough items quickly to the collection box unit. And then the interstellar, they don't really need it because what we did was we went into the upgrades. Instead of using charms, we decided to get the logistic upgrade, and some of them don't seem to have it, so I'm gonna have to get that really quick because yeah, it's filling up. So we need to go into the IS vault and grab out some shards. We're gonna do 500,000, and we're gonna go here and just get one upgrade of each that is necessary, of course, in the interstellars. If they don't have it, of course, we don't have to get the speed up on them, but that would be good, of course, which honestly, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get the speed up the 3 times that it needs to get up on that one. I don't think we're gonna have enough to max this one out, but we'll have enough to get it up to levels. But yeah, with the grinders, we definitely need to have them with the logistic 1 on their upgrade, or at least level 2, I guess, in a sense. But if we take a look here, our main source of income now is, of course, Wither Rose and Torchflower. We are now on Torchflower, as you can see. If we take a look at Island Mastery, we are at the final tier, so we don't really need to go ahead and invest into any other tier anymore because we're at the final one. And same with the Mob Mastery, we are now at Zoglins. I did a lot of killing of these, and dividing set up a spawner. I'm assuming it's 250. Yes, it is. It's 250 on its level. Probably used a spawner slip, but essentially the Zoglins are the best manual mob to kill because you can't actually AFK them. Wither Rose is the max spawner or Wither Skeletons that you can actually AFK. So we can't actually AFK the Zoglins. They are a manual kind of grind. And on the farming area, I believe dividing took out a lot of the charms inside of these guys that don't need them. The hall ones moved them up here because we definitely needed them more up here than anything. Right now, we're missing a few charms, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't know if dungeon is not looted or not. Oh, it's getting looted. Okay, so we might not actually attend this. Basically, you want to attend dungeon to get charms, and you want to attend the Eternal Shadows if you have any slips, which I haven't gone over that really. Basically, you get these slips from dungeons and PvE, the Eternal Shadows entry slip. Whenever you want to enter it when it's available, you use one of these. If you die, the slip is gone. But the mobs are way more difficult to fight, so I just eat a lot of god apples and ignore them, and kind of just loot chests in there. That's kind of my whole purpose when I'm in there. But they give way better loot than dungeons. It's basically dungeons 2.0. So there is also battle pass challenges that I do need to complete today, and one of them is farming. So we're gonna go into the island vault, grab out our tool here, and I think I'm gonna wear the stellar set that dividing has gotten for the island. I made a loadout so I can just automatically put it on. Essentially, it gives a mob mastery and a crop mastery bonus, which is good when you're trying to get up tiers and just get a lot of benefits. And also, while we're at it, since we're on Zoglins in the mastery here, we have 126 points that we never spent in the mob mastery. You kind of just want to save them until Zoglins. What we're gonna do is probably invest into more manual grinding things, so like the enchanted drop. I think it's worth it to get one of these only, just because of how much it is to level these things up here. Get one upgrade in that, and then I think we're gonna get the mob fortune, and then we'll get the cell multiplier. So we're definitely gonna have to kill more Zoglins, but every time we complete a tier on them, we're gonna get 9 points. Because if we look at wardens, we get 9 as well. If we look at, let's say, rabbits, we only get 1. So it adds up quickly. We can upgrade these very quickly by just completing one tier at a time. We don't really care about the double mastery. The crafting bonus is okay, but we'll probably only get 1 level in the future. That's about it, because might as well get 1 for the 1% chance instead of 0. So one thing dividing also got was this enchant that only has 1 level. I really don't know how to say it. Basically, it makes it so you don't break crops that are like the lowest tier, so we're pretty much situated on that now, so we can kind of just freely farm this without any consequences. Like in the last clip where I showed some of the lower grown crops will break. Yeah, that's no longer an issue, which is good. Also, we do need to go ahead and upgrade a spawner, which I completely forgot to mention. When we did do our sell on the Nether Wart, we made around $3 trillion, and we spent around like 2 trillion, so we have 1.1 trillion in our vault. I think what I'm gonna do is actually invest some of this into Zoglins for manual grinding, because I'm personally gonna do a lot of that. It makes a lot of money if you actually do it, and a lot of XP, which we need to upgrade our tools and whatnot. So we're gonna withdraw 1 trillion, but but only upgrade what we need for our pass. We need 99 levels into a spawner, so I want to see how much it is. Okay, it's gonna cost a lot. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it anyways. So there we go. We spent around $400 billion almost. We got one extra level, of course, than we actually needed, but that's still fine. It doesn't really matter. But now we got the pass challenge done. We get a shard pouch, which is not the greatest. The pet candies are okay. I'll take it either way. The pet candies are the probably best thing we got there. So I'm gonna give one quick little update before we end off the video. As you can see, we have a ton of wither skeletons. We are now fully capped out on our spawner limit, and the reason there's one missing here is because it's our Zoglin down here that we're keeping for sure for manual grinding, which is now also level 600. And if we take a look here, most of these spawners are only level 0, but some of them we are upgrading with slips over time, and right now our main one is level 3000. So we've been getting up there a ton, and we also have a ton of interstellar grinders down because we swapped over all our farmers because they make less. And we want to make the most amount of money or credits possible, and we've also moved around the charms to make sure they all have maxed out haul, and we're also going to be trying to get legendary atomic energizers as well at some point for these. The ones with the signs are the ones that are missing them, of course, and we still have 3 more we have to get in the future for interstellar grinders, which is kind of crazy to think we almost have a full setup, which is absolutely amazing. But yeah, the torch flowers make way less money, so we don't really have much in them, and we don't really care if the storage goes up a bit too much. Right now, it's not really a problem. But yeah, that's been our progress on the island so far. We got our awesome spawner farm for our grinder robots going, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I do appreciate all the support, and I will see you all in the next one.